Cancer. Your time. You know, I didn't know if I was gonna have the strength today to do your video, but suddenly I had like this punch to do it, and I was like, come on, Julieta, it's time for Cancer reading. I really want to know what's gonna come for you today, Cancer. And I'm gonna try not to speak too much until I see the cards on the table. Although I know that that's a difficult task for me. I'm still training. You know, I think that all this Leo vibe that we are experiencing is almost like it's difficult not to talk. It's difficult to shut up. Nice. Cancer. First card in your present. 3 of Coins. Don't worry. I'm gonna show it to you once all the cards are on the table and we start diving in this reading. Cancer. You see this card? This is you, Cancer. And it's amazing with these readings for this month. It's like many times of the readings I've been doing until this month of August, and also during my personal private readings, I have been having a lot these synchronicities where there are 22 major arcanas in the tarot, and each of these arcanas are related to one or more specific zodiac sign. And this is your card in tarot. And it's insane because always in these readings I've been seeing like, it's almost like, and that's Leo, guys. I mean, it's like, it's the moment when everybody is becoming unapologetically themselves. So you wanting to show off here, you driving your chariot, Cancer. I really like this. Now, what is coming in the obstacle for Cancer? 2 cards. 9 of Wands. And we also have the World. What is happening in your 8th house? The changes that you needed to reassess, and you are still in process of reassessing. But it's there, Cancer. The end is there, my friend. Where is next for Cancer? What this situation, this 3 of Coins, with this obstacle, is bringing to Cancer, please. You're gonna have to excuse me. Yes! Family, being with your loved ones. Man, you have been having these 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. I have the feeling that has been appearing a lot in your readings, Cancer. A lot. And this is probably, together with the Sun, one of the happiest cards in the tarot. Not bad. How is that, Cancer? is coming consciously in this reading? How is that you're coming in this reading? You, like Leo touching all of us right now. You see the lion there that she's trying to tame? I mean, she's taming the lion, so, you know, this fits so well what is happening right now. It's almost like this explosive energy of everyone wanting to speak out, everybody wanting to be their authentic self, or discovering this authentic self that is like we can not longer contain. But at the same time, so many things in our environment, with everything that is happening, is almost asking us, or is trying to push that voice. Sometimes with some reasons. Sometimes maybe that containation, or until now that containing energy was necessary. Could be. What is coming in the environment for Cancer? What is coming in the environment for Cancer? What is coming, or what is influencing in the environment, Cancer? Have you been traveling? Have you been traveling, or there was, I mean, I'm seeing here like a trip or a move you did, changing of location, Cancer. I mean, I have all the cards, I mean, like the main cards in the tarot that talk about traveling or having some physical move. A victorious move. Probably you started traveling maybe in the past. You plan this travel, you start like driving yourself towards this direction. And maybe there were some obstacles in the middle that were taking you here more planning than you expected. But the movement, it's finally here. I like it. I really like this, Cancer. Man, honestly, when I'm doing these readings, it's like I will try to feel and be as what maybe might be. It's like what you are experiencing right now. And when I get into Cancer readings, I love so much your energy, Cancer. I mean, who doesn't? You know? Like, really, it's difficult not to love a Cancer. Even when, you have sometimes this side, or maybe sometimes this overprotected feeling that you don't always show, but still, I mean, Two of Wands in your hopes and fears. Maybe something that you had to choose, or you want to choose. I mean, actually, not that you want to choose. You already have chosen this. Definitely. This is not something that you are choosing. No, you have chose here already your road. You have planned already something. And this is where you have your highest hope right now. Maybe, as I said, that trip, this new road, or maybe it's not necessarily a new road. I don't know. I don't think that this is very new. I think this is something you started already. But it's like maybe in the middle you had to kind of take things slower. And maybe that's what is happening right now. The Empress. You could not end better this reading, Cancer. Like, really? I'm even jealous of your reading. Cancers. So, Four of Coins in the back, Four of Wands, and Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords, Two of Cups. Give me 2 seconds. Because, before I start talking and Julieta starts doing this, I need to, I feel I need to, or I want to center or focus a little bit more my words here, Cancer. Put the whole cards, the full spread together, all right? Because, sometimes it's like, obviously it's like I see one card and I already see something like what is the direction that it's like maybe something that might be going on right now in your life, or it happened, or maybe something that you might want to guide yourselves towards. But it's sometimes important to see the whole spread together, because it's when you can get more specific into these details. That, of course, won't resonate with everybody who's watching the video right now. Whatever, if you're a Cancer or not, maybe you are not a Sun Cancer, but maybe you have a lot of planets or important aspects or alignments with Cancer. I mean, if you don't know these, maybe I invite you to check on Google. Like there are so many websites there where you can check your natal chart. So you can see maybe or discover there are some things that could be very interested to see. Cancer. After this small, short introduction, I mean, I'm here with a Cancer who knows very well what you want. You knew it and you know it. You have taken already a decision, even though you knew that this decision probably meant having probably to manage 2 different forces, 2 different horses, like you see this Chariot, because let's start with the beginning of your reading here. This is like what is like where you come from, maybe a situation or an energy that you're experiencing right now. The Chariot is that warrior that he knows exactly where he wants to go, but he has 2 horses that want him to take him in different directions, opposite directions. Like, you probably knew that this objective or this goal you have that might be very much related to a trip, traveling, or maybe changing of location simply. Like, I mean, there is gonna be some important influences by the end of this month when Mercury and Venus enter in your 4th house by the end of this month, and maybe this is something that is already influencing you, like you having new ideas about your home environment, your foundations, how you see your family maybe, or something regarding your family that is like you're taking a move here, or something here requested from you in the past to move to a certain location, even maybe if this wasn't that far. But I have the World here in this obstacle, so I do have the sense here that maybe for a Cancer there, maybe this physical movement meant going into a very far distance. Maybe going into having here a change or moving to a location where you had never lived before, or not, you didn't experience this place. If you met it or you seen it or you visit this place in the past, I don't think that you are seeing this place in the same way anymore. You're leaving this place in a different way. And so this Chariot, as well as this Strength, when the Strength card comes, and this is like, that you had to battle down so many obstacles to get to the point where you are right now, to get to this goal, to have this final movement. It's like you following your heart. And the Chariot many times is called as well the Triumph of Love. It's like the Chariot of love in a way, because only love is capable of uniting these opposites energies. Only love is the power that is capable. And I'm sorry if I'm getting cheesy here, but I'm doing my best not to. It's just that, guys, it's true. Even if you wouldn't want this, only love has the strength and gives us the force to go through situations and things that maybe it's almost like maybe situations that you thought that they would never be possible to reconcile, to put together in a way, like, it's like giving you that strength, that power to know that you can tame the beast. That that it's almost like this strength, even though it's almost like it's coming to you, and it did already, like this inner strength that you start developing, and like knowing so well what you want here, even though everything that has been going on, even though the obstacles, even though the wounding that you're probably still healing from, the burning out of the things that maybe in the past were not working out, or the things that are working out but they are not moving as the pace that you needed it to move, Cancer. Feeling that maybe there was something here that you needed to build so that then you could have the next step. But because I read very recently this, a few months ago, a passage about the Empress, and a very interesting book that mix astrology. I like it very much because it mixes astrology, psychology, with tarot. And they had a definition for the Empress that for me was like quite new, because in a way I knew it, but not in that way. Like, the Empress, as they described the Empress, they made a description of the Empress. It's that exact. It's that energy that permits to unite these oppositions, to unite what maybe it looks impossible to get together, like to put together. That's why the Empress is like this. She represents, even though she's into the realm of the material, the physicality. That's why the Empress is so many times associated to Taurian energy, very earthy element, very earthy energy that, it's more physical, material. It's more like about this 3D world that is surrounding us. But the thing with the Empress is that she's the one that can channel what is up there to what is right here. She is the one that it's capable to put these two worlds together, even though they might look so different. And it's because she's love. She means compassion. She means, it's almost like this unconditional love, but to the self and towards others and our surroundings and nature, and that is like nothing can fight the Empress. You know, it's almost no matter what had been your obstacles here, and that maybe they are still present right now. It's like, you know now that this is not such a big deal for you anymore. And this is what happens, when we enter. I mean, actually, we had a new moon in Leo on the 8th of August last weekend. And this has been a very special moon. As you maybe know already, we are in a season where we are having a serial chain of new moons and full moons following each other in the same signs. This is the axis between Aquarius and Leo. So, Leo, it's the sign that is giving us back that courage, that confidence, that bravery we need, so that whatever obstacles or things we saw that were like, man, I mean, this is never gonna happen. I mean, I'm never gonna get to this success. I'm never gonna achieve here my goal. I mean, your obstacle, the world, like that, it's almost like you, and with the Knight of Wands, which means you know that you had been here in a long career to get to this point, Cancer. You had to take care of many things, many situations. Probably, I'm feeling this, I think that this has been very practical, material things that you had to do. Maybe some planning, taking action here, taking care of that, then that. Probably also maybe even intercommunicating with many people, because your second house and your third house of communication, that it's during this month, and most certainly during these first 2 weeks of August, has been super activated. It's a house of community building, connections, something here about even your expression, that you are being like all these ideas that you are being able to put here to express out loud. And also probably even finding the right people that can help you out, or that they also want to build these ideas or this project with you, or that they have something to do maybe with this trip or with this location change, or like this movement that you are, where you're heading yourself right now. Like people that they are actually, it's like they are not just only wanting, the Three of Coins in your present. This means that probably you're in a moment right now where you are, and having the Ten of Cups next to it, maybe these people could be definitely people from your family. I mean, or people that you see as part of your family, or these friends that you can really engage with, to work with, to share an emotional bond that it feels so joyful, but at the same time, it also can help you out to maybe achieve here something that maybe you thought or you were trying to do alone, but now you're coming to the realization that this is something that you want to cooperate with others, and you see this cooperation as something that it's very important, like building a community here, wanting to be more in contact with these people that you can share these ideas with. You can create here a dream life of abundance and creativity, that may be an expansion that you didn't, it's like you maybe you didn't see as so possible with everything that has been going on, Cancer. Now, like, so this new moon in Leo, and I mean, I see this obstacle here, um, which it makes sense, I mean, the T square that we experience during this month, which Saturn in your 8th in Aquarius, having also Uranus is in your 11th house, and then we have the Sun, where we have this new moon and this alignment with the new moon that in your 2nd. It's almost like I feel that definitely there has been some clashes regarding maybe what you wanted to build, that maybe this thing that you wanted to do, and maybe you have some troubles regarding your finances or on how you will gonna get this income to get this new or these next steps, this move. Like, also arriving to the full circle here with this world, that achievement, like, I was gonna say before, with this 3 of coins, it's not even only just about finding the right people to work with, like, let's say having that perfect work team, or finding that family member that actually really can support you to do this and go into this new cycle in your life. That this new sense also of stability and abundance that you had been creating, Cancer. I see here a sense of recognition with the 6 of Wands coming in your environment, and this 3 of coins that is coming in the present. The 3 of coins is when maybe you had started doing something here that was quite practical, and this is where I see Mars and Venus in Virgo in your 3rd house in the first 2 weeks of August. Venus and Mars, where your actions are directed. No? And having this community, or this also like you finding ways of being more communicative about these ideas. Being able also to present these ideas even in a much more attractive way that can call the attention. People are looking at you because of what you're doing right now, Cancer. And you know what, guys, whatever you're doing in your life, a part of this, you have to do it for yourself. And I'm not a person that thinks that, if you have this idea, or there is something here that you would really like to do, I think it's important to always be careful with that expectation of, oh, I want to be recognized, or I want to be seen, I want to have success, and I want to become famous, and I want to become, no? We have to be careful with these things, because like the most important thing is that whatever you wanted to do is that it stays in your mind that you're doing it first for yourself, Cancer. Like, you're doing this because this is something that you are really passionate about, and it's not about looking for that attention from others. But as I'm looking at your reading and I'm seeing these cards, is that exactly because what you have been doing is you being really focused in what you want, no matter what, no matter the obstacles, no matter maybe all these pushing or all these struggles that you experience in the way. Maybe there has been here some problems in the planning of this idea in the past. I mean, as looking at the situation and having these 2 cards in the obstacle, it really almost look at me as this, maybe you plan this trip or this movement, or like building this project, but it's almost like you build the first structure or like this engagement, but then this engagement could not develop more because of what we were experiencing here, which is like everything was blocked. Nothing really was moving here. And so it's almost like Cancer, you were at this, you felt like you were at this of getting it, and then suddenly this thing happened that didn't allow you to get it, and you had to wait. But during this waiting and taming yourself, taming this force at the same time as you are exploding it, you know, is when maybe you had to find here the ways of becoming even more expert, or more like paying more attention to some details that I think that you actually really needed to pay attention to these details. This three of coins does talk to me about, you know, I was saying to think about the recognition, because I see that many people here are looking at you because of what you're achieving and what you want to do. There is people here that are actually really admiring you for these actions, for this courage. Like something that you did that it was, I think, very hard to do. And maybe, you know, even in the past, as I said, I think that many people thought like, man, whoa, where are you going, Cancer? Like, but it's like, I think that because of these maybe blockages that you're experiencing right now, or maybe this moment where you feel that you had to be stuck somewhere, or you have to kind of put a pause to something until you would get to that 9 of 10, like, you know, going from the Knight of Wands to the 10 of Wands, that full circle here, that it almost looks like, okay, I'm not getting this. But it's like, I feel that wherever you had to be stuck, or you feel you have to kind of retain and maybe wait for some things while you were being active, because I don't think that you were not active. I see you very active here. No matter what happened, I see that Cancer is like, even if you had to maybe be blocked for some time, you had been using your time and this energy in the things that, you know, like, okay, you know what, now this is not working, then I'm gonna apply myself into this. And it's giving you so many results. So many results. Like, it's amazing. You're really, like, really, Cancer, I've been doing your readings already, like the last readings I've been doing, I don't know, maybe, I mean, I know these are general readings, and maybe, you know, it's just that sometimes, you know what, when I'm doing these readings, I get the feeling that maybe there is one precise person there that it's very much channeled to these readings, and because of that, it's almost, I see a process of the story being developed in front of my eyes, which I love. You know, I really like when these things happen. This is why I do this, you know. But like, what you're doing right now, and like this, taking your time, is like, maybe you did have these frustrations because you know that there were so many things here that were going actually against you or against these plans. And I see, I mean, you have the Two of Wands here coming at the hopes and fears. like what you have chosen. And this has, I think, Cancer, this has a lot to do regarding your career, or something that you're doing regarding your lifestyle, really. Like, that it's maybe, it's, as I said, it's not completely new, but you have chosen already here. You had already taken this decision in the past. And it's like, Cancer, like, you almost like for such a long time, it's almost like you were holding this ball, this wish, this star, this, man, this is what I want. It's like you were holding in, envisioning everything you wanted, and exactly like from far even, already seeing exactly, of like having all these expectations, planifying on how you can get there, and then do that, and then this, and then with whom I'm gonna talk, and then yeah, maybe we should go there, or maybe we should contact these people for getting that, that kind of support, maybe that financial support that you were having to build here, you know. And I do see that, because having these two of wands in the hopes and fears, you had passed some moments of desperation, of, man, I am so tired that I don't know when the hell, I mean, it's almost like you seen this at some moments, like so far. Like, it's almost like, you having so many expectations about this idea and this vision you have, that in some moments you felt that maybe this is something that would never happen, or it wouldn't come out. Also, probably even scared of yourself, scared of all these energy, I think, that you had started experiencing through this last period. Like, so, because guys, it's like, sometimes it's like I get into this mood that it's and I have my notes of astrology right here as a guide. And I see that, you have, so now you're in a moment where you feel much more communicative, and it's gonna stay like that through Virgo season as well, because Venus, Mars are in your third, which is great for this intercommunication you're doing right now, these engagements, finding networking, you know, um, you know, doing these things. Maybe even could be related to your family. That is like finding these supports that can allow you to achieve these goals, this expansion. That is like Cancer. You are like, and then the sun, it's gonna move to this third house because it was in your second with Mercury there. And actually the second house where we had a new moon, so this new moon, it happened with Leo plus the sun, Mercury, and the star of Sirius, like this 8. So new stuff about your incomes, like this new moon in Leo is like you had maybe started here a new job or something about this career that definitely you are now being able to push, like really push, Cancer. And maybe these are passive incomes that you are starting to receive that until now they were blocked. Definitely, man. And not only about income, like money talking, but maybe this might be just like in the way your values here had changed so much that you have been in a period where maybe now you are recycling. That you're in a moment where you need to recycle many things that in the past they serve you, but now they're not serving you anymore. So it's almost like It's like you're not seeing value in the same way. So all this stuff and all this energy that we're experiencing during these weeks is really helping you out to be able to see exactly what you have to let go and what you're gonna keep. You know, which is great because most definitely going into this energy, if you are like heading here into what I'm seeing, Cancer, you don't want to take unnecessary baggage with you. You don't need it, you know. So I see here a Cancer that it's almost like you paying attention in organizing, like looking at all these even material stuff that you have or you carry with you, that then you will say, man, I'm starting clean here, and this is now actually what I want, and this is actually what I'm taking with me. Then fourth house, as I said, this Venus Mercury in your fourth, that home, like, or maybe even, I mean, you communicating here or having important conversations with people that are very close in your environment that you love very much, Cancer. And this is very important to you. I mean, for everybody, but definitely for a Cancer. You know? And you know what? I'm seeing these cards, and I need to express this because this might be something very specific for just one Cancer there, but I do feel this very, very strongly, Cancer. Something here about maybe you creating your family or starting a family. I have the Empress with the Ten of Cups, Three of Coins here. The world is the obstacle, so maybe this is something that maybe you are a Cancer that this was something that you have been planning for a very long time, but maybe you had difficulties to get this, or the place or the circumstances that you were living didn't allow you to get to achieve these. Maybe you wanted to get pregnant, you know, maybe you wanted to start this family or have a child of yourself, or maybe somebody from your environment, but your really close environment, because this is the fourth house, guys. Somebody from your really close environment, maybe it's experiencing this and is having a very high impact in your life. You know, like I get the feeling of adding members in the family. You know, as I said, maybe this is not you, maybe this is someone very, very close to you. And I feel like maybe it's almost like, you know, this is giving you a great joy. Like maybe you are reuniting with this precise person, and you're seeing this as almost like something that is growing in your family or in your foundations. And then I know that this was very specific, but if it's not that, it might be Cancer. There's something here, you're getting news about this home, that it's almost like new ideas, you thinking, Mercury in the fourth house, you thinking about new ideas on how you can beautify your home environment. Like you creating or being very creative about where you're living right now, or maybe where you want to live. Maybe going into this place or doing something here regarding like that cocoon place you have, Cancer, that is like you're putting a lot of creativity into this sector of your life. I really see this. And it's not just like, it's like this creativity that you are like brewing through probably a long time, but now you are being able not just to practically doing, but you are being able to enjoy it as well, which is amazing, because this is thinking but with pleasure, you know. That's Venus and Mercury together. And so now going through this interesting part, which is your 8th house, and we have been having this conversation for some time, Cancer, because the 8th house, it's not a very easy house, but it's because it's a house of transformation, death, rebirth. Man, guys, I get this. Really, man, somebody there, it's having maybe something about, adding a new member in the family. I really get this strongly. Sorry, I needed to repeat it. Sometimes it's like, sometimes it's repetitions. It's almost like I have like these impulsions that it's almost like I need to repeat, because it's almost like they even help me to channel even more with the reading. And I know, and excuse me, it sounds repetitive to you, but it's my way of reading, guys. Okay? Otherwise, leave your comments below, or you're free to go. But so yeah, it shows like, also when I get these things, it's like suddenly I start feeling like this super I get like this very hot, like hot cold feeling. And this is like what I'm experiencing when I'm looking at this, like really now so going into this 8th house, because like that rebirth and psychology, it's a metaphysical house. And Saturn, Saturn, a little bit like the motherfucker in this house. It's okay, he also has his good parts. Most certainly when he's in retrograde, even though it can feel very uncomfortable, I do think it does have a lot to do to help us recheck things that we need to recheck. And they might take time, and sometimes we might see them as blockages, or like maybe, I gotta say like this, maybe there was, Saturn has a lot to do with these institutional figures, government figures, boss figures as well, that might have a lot of power or impact in your life regarding even your finances, and also in the way you feel, no? Because it's all related in a way. And maybe until this last period where Saturn was sitting down alone for these last 2-3 months, you experience like having some more restrictions or blockages here. Also, even, the 8th house can talk as well about finances. Maybe the finances of someone very near in your family, maybe someone that you are engaged to, or you have a very special commitment with. It can be intimate, as it can be talking about a coworker, somebody that you work with. Maybe their finances, or something about the finances was really affecting you, maybe as an obstacle. But now Jupiter, since the end of July, is doing a retrograde back in this house. And this is amazing, because this is almost like rebalancing all that energy that maybe until now you felt that you could not move. And you are like waiting and saying, man, when the fuck this is coming? When the hell we're getting this? And Jupiter, the planet of luck, positivity, expansion, very creative energy, even though when it's in retrograde. I think that it might be there's something during this mind. It might be, Cancer, and looking at the scars, it might be that you will really get after all these efforts. Because, guys, of course, if you had the discipline and you had work to get this, because this is not just about a punch of luck. You have these alignments, and these aspects are there, but if you don't use them, these things, they don't come to you, or most surely they might not come to you. This is not just like, okay, I'm gonna wait until this arrives. No, I mean, these are things that probably you know or you knew you had to put a lot of work and effort and time, Cancer. And if you did, and maybe it was in some moments felt like you having to tame yourself, and probably in some moments feeling that you were getting very impatient about the situation, it might be that you are getting that thing that you were waiting for, Cancer. Like that, maybe, Jupiter and Saturn in your eighth, like maybe a loan that you had to pay or someone else had to pay, and you were waiting until that payment was done so you could do something here. Or maybe somebody here paying you back something, or you, I get more like you receiving something. The Empress energy is like she gives, but it's like she attracts. Like you, I believe that there is something here, maybe regarding your finances or somebody very near you, that it's almost like you are seeing this payment. Like you are seeing something here that is coming back to you, and man, this is making you jump of happiness, Cancer. 10 of Cups, like you feeling that you get, it's like you got it, you know you got it, you're getting there. And I think that whatever you are building here, and this movement that you started, this thing that you started, is almost like you want it so bad. It's also helping you out to even continue to move. I get this vibe, Cancer. Like you probably being even more active regarding this movement, because the full moon in Aquarius with Saturn and Jupiter, and it's right opposing your second house in Leo, that income house. So that's why I'm really seeing something here regarding these incomes, or maybe a tax payment or something like that, that you almost like a light it's coming regarding this situation. Maybe it's not that you're receiving that payment, but like you're getting news or something that it's coming as a light over the situation that really can help you out to take the next step if that's what is necessary, but Cancer, you are becoming the Empress, guys, and you have been brewing here something that is like I see so much growth here, and empowerment and love. I mean, I saw in the back of the deck as well the Two of Cups there with the Four of Wands. So there is maybe definitely here in your environment some important connections, even if they are not just like romantic connections, but I really see a Cancer here that you're encountering here people that is like you have this unconditional love for. And maybe whatever you were going through until now, and all this you being super active and being there and there and there and being in the move, I think that you're gonna have probably during this month, and seeing all these dance between Venus and Mars in your fourth, and all this energy, Cancer, you're gonna arrive in some moments where you will have that instant, maybe if there are that little, where you will be very aware of that full happiness that probably with everything that has been going on, it was sometimes very difficult to appreciate. And now you will start seeing these moments, and not just seeing them, but living them, Cancer. Being there, you know, being there and just enjoying what you're doing, enjoying the people that is surrounding you right now, enjoying yourself, you know. Well, Cancers, I'm gonna see you next month. And if you like this video, don't doubt to contact me. I'm leaving my information below, my email, my social media. I'm fully open for private readings. And of course, as well, if you have any questions, don't doubt to write me an email as well, okay? I mean, I don't even have to tell you good luck, so, man, I mean, really fuck off, man. I mean, I'm even jealous with this reading. Come on. Bye, Cancer. Bye-bye.